komeraki ninyenda kubamanyisa nti orugudo rwa bulingo ruli mu program no budget ya district yetu ya Kyegegwa. Doctor, the road they are talking about is a road which is connecting Chakatu settlement. Chakatu settlement, it has got 3 accesses. The main one from Kako Church, Catholic Church, going to Chakatu, and another one up to Kakoni Impara, and another one, it's just the one of Bulingo, Kabweza. That road needs attention. And I'm sure our government and even our own district Kyegegwa, they have made it as a priority. It's in the budget of the government, of the project of the district of Kyegegwa. So because of the rain, sazinu nimanya tubasobora kurukora. Kandi sente obuziramara kwija orugudo rwa Bulingo nimbabaliza amazima nirujja kukorwa. Abo kwa nitu turugonza muno nka alternative route ekutwara abantu mu settlement in case of anything. Kandi kituyamba abantu bitu kutunga emihanda mirungi bakatunde ebyokulya byabo bakatunga kasente bakabinga obunaku abo kwa government yetu ya NRM nerwaniro omuntu abukiro kora yabinga obunaku nko tusobole kwiko middle income status nka mahanga ganda gatwetoroye. Ekigambo owa Kyenjojo anyakutire kuruga Kyenjojo Rwibale, that is Kyenjojo district. Ninyenda kusima ngo imihanda efuire. It is true, answer ni yemo yonka ngo bwire buno baso kutakora imihanda abukwe kinyakuri Kyenjojo nicyo kirana Kyegegwa baitu nyina kunihira nti with time imihanda neja kuba nekoro. Mbaire nisaba nti ensonga ende yempulire ebeire yorugudo rwa Nabingora Hapuyo. Doctor, that road, it made us as leaders to feel
very small.
Very small. Because there was ready money. Is it 1.something billion?
Billion, yes.
1.7 billion? Cash from World Bank. Sentes kabaho, kukora bukora. Tuagamba umulimu katugereze pakasa.
It's Usmid?
No, that's not Usmid. That is Dr. Deep.
Okay.
Dr. Deep. So, orugudo bagamba katureze our local contractor omwana wetu wa Toro akole sente nuko senzi garuke Toro, but in the end we have becoming the losers now. Okuhinuko current the road now it is stuck. That's not my constituency, that is Chaka North. Chonka we work as a team, supervision tukajikora as a team tuwajiaye tuwarora. It was poorly done, and even there are some rocks on the way bagamba it was not in the contract. So no sanga ngwe mehanda ate bintu ebindi bili technical which you can't explain to our local people.
This is what I was saying, Honorable, that we can have an approach that like we did for Ntungamo, Mbarara and Kabale. We had a similar situation where the work was given to a local contractor and the local contractor was not moving.
Yes.
Until we got into this dialogue where we called the district technical people with the local contractor, with the Usmid technocrats, and we sat at a round table. We said we want service delivery. We put timelines. We said in 2 months' time, if nothing is done, then we shall enforce the law and arrest the culprits. All we want is service delivery. The local contractor woke up. Today, as I talk, Ntungamo is tarmacked. Mbarara has been done. Equipment has been taken to Kabale, and they are tarmacking Kabale. So I think the local contractors, okay, they have challenges in terms of manpower and capacity, but the local contractors need further, deeper engagements, especially to enable them be able to achieve the tasks they have ahead. So I think we can take on the same approach, because Dr. Deep is actually winding up in December. If we don't wake up quickly, then we are going to miss out.
Next month?
Yes, we need to do something as fast as possible and encourage the contractor to work day and night. If he can't deliver, then we put him in, because what's the point of having him out? The money is going back and he has not been able to fulfill his part of the bargain.
Doctor, may I chip in there? Is it possible, if at all, according to one of the callers who made a submission on the same road, and he said it's as if the contractor handed over the project and maybe the equipment, as he said, were taken away. Is it possible to recall him?
Yes, the contractor can be recalled and put to task. This is a legal contract. He owes the people a duty. We have to see performance, and we're talking about service delivery here. At the end of the day, it's the ordinary citizen who is suffering. Government has, through the World Bank, gotten on this project to serve the people. If the contractor is letting us down, then we find strategies of dealing with the contractor and putting him to task to deliver.
Doctor, on that same point, I'm very sure on that same point, your office for portal team have got information about that road.
Let me
brief you, because it is a really headache to us.
It's one of actually the investigations that we're handling
in
in KYEGEGWA district. It's in advanced stages. We've interviewed a number of people, including the contractor already. We've interviewed him. We're supposed to bring in experts now to quantify the works that he has done so far and what he has been paid for. So it's a matter we're already handling as a regional office, and we're in advanced stages. Thank you.
So what has he handed over?
No, he has not handed over according to our investigation. The works are still ongoing.
Okay, if works are ongoing, then it's a different story. Thank you very much, Rodney, for that clarity. Looking forward to receiving that report. Thank you.
So obodiza dingira wahura kurunge aworugodo orwa nabingora kasule hapuyo gasani wahura ebigambe byarwa mu office ya IGG ntensonga yanyu eriyo nekorwaho office ya Kabaroli kandi bagambira rukunihira ngo hasobora kugire kyakorwaho. You want to submit something? Okay.
One of our callers talked about the general hospital. I want to appeal to our callers. If you go to the hospital and they ask you for money, I'm going to leave you with my contact. Please, you call us. For us, we have the money, we'll give it to you. We'll give you the money, but what follows after giving you the money, you will have saved people of KYEGEGWA. So I'll leave you with my contacts before we leave today. So at tutere simo jewo gyashaba sente karazi kushabite tuntusakuija ntusakukujya nawe onkese ne tusakora tusakuzukuhereza. Do not give them your money. No, you will come to our office. For us, we have means of giving you the money and means of arresting those individuals. Even when they ask you money under recruitment, if you apply for a job and they ask you for money, please, you come to our office, because the scenarios we have, unfortunately, doctor, we have scenarios where individuals are coming to our office after they have failed to get the jobs. They'll come saying, I gave so and so money. It becomes quite hard for us to investigate that, especially if the transaction was not done online. If you find someone in the middle of town and you give Chairman District Service Commission money, it becomes very, very hard for us actually to investigate, because we must prove both solicitation and receipt of this money. If we can't prove those two, then we are unable to investigate such a matter. So we appeal to our listeners, bakushaba sente iweija, come to our office, ntuzakwa sente ozibatware mukano okuba kuwayamba ki KYEGEGWA yona.
Rodney, on that same point, our basawo in KYEGEGWA district, especially KYEGEGWA General Hospital, the truth of the matter, they may not ask money directly that they want money, because no fool can ask money openly, or maybe the aim is to ask money kurango muti ya bribe. Oyina basoko kugambira nti no yenda kuzara oli mukazi toine kavera toina mama kiti toina byokozesa gendo bigulo birete tuje tukujanjabe, because things are scarce in the hospital. For example, gloves, they may not be enough. Bagamba gendo gule gloves. The truth of the matter is, some of us Ugandans abatuine hano ara abantu batokwetagira kimu kurango nabo bayikwataho. Ito tuina abakazi tuina abana chongo bokwa noja kuzara buli mukazi agenda nakasuka, should have a kavera, should have things to use. Chongo muntu neja mwirwaro nendaye ngo kwali nagambe bintu dabisanga mwirwaro. So in the end omusaba kumugamba ko tena kasuka gendo ukaguli nguyasaba sente bagamba kale gendo ukaguli ngutinyine mane gendo ukangure omusaba mwetwero mutwaro gwange ebiri. It's not a lot of money. Hakuko musawo ki wa KYEGEGWA kujya kuyaho 200 omutwaro 3 gendo gule gloves. Mainly babatuma gloves. Babatuma gloves mbajja kubatuma mama kit. Babatuma mama kit bajja kuandikira emibaze babagambe emibaze ntero gendo gigulenka mu clinic. Maybe the issue is maybe the clinic abarogenda gigura okasanga yo musautomu, then okagamba ngo ato musautomu yanyiba. But the point here is, I'm trying to save you and you also try to save yourself. Habwensonga nti government negamba na police yonka negamba yamba police na ye kuyamba give information. That information ebakuja kuhereza ende nti nka incident one day nkaba hirwara nasanga generator busama mafuta, there was no fuel and they wanted to operate and work on women. Hata wakuija muntu nkanyonga nkasanga ngwaro mukazi akwenda kuzara busama mafuta ninsera sente musani nkoraki nistekam chongo musawo arakugambira amazima akagamba amazima gali amafuta tigakozere kitigaro hati ukagenda ukakwata emitwalo 5 abokora mukazi wabo alikubirundi na kujanjaba ukagura ukagatekamo timanye nagiro bagita corruption age. I don't know how they call it in English, but you know sometimes because of the scarcity of the materials na items ezokozesa no sanga kituteka hibare rindi iliyo kufoka abanyagi rundi bakuliyenguzi kandi kundi kisemerire bayitabwa abasaba Kyegegwa
because of the difficult circumstances.
Exactly.
Conditions.
Yes. So to be honest, as we talk now, abasaho bange aba Kyegegwa General Hospital, they have done their best and they have done their best. Kandi mbatu encouraging na itu kabebembezi sazin Kyegegwa terinke yakar. We used to mothers bawimba fwa. But that sazin orangwa at least obakora ibintu bibasobi bamurifaringa. Hati for example no Rodin, I myself, I for one nkagura ambulance kuyamba abantu. We have a good ambulance here. Me have bought an ambulance. I'm going to do the maintenance. I'm going to pay the driver. Once you want to use it, buy fuel. Because I can't buy fuel for everyone. Hato mwanda driver wakubagambira kuruga hanu gena mobende. The fuel is 120. 100 is for fuel, 20 is to wash the ambulance. Hato wakusaba sente zo urabantera masemo. Honorable mwana wa musuma tuivire na tusaba sente. Then if you don't want, go and hire a car. Hiring a car from here to take your wife to Mobende when she's very, very sick, they will ask you for 200,000. So why don't you pay 120 or 300? Why don't you pay 120? And you get a good machine, which is recommended to take your patient with a musao and get treatment. So sometimes I want to metaga mindset change, metaga to be sensitized, kubegesa that for sure omuntu na yambwa kusikira ngoko itekaniza. You know, sometimes as a friend of mine always tells me, ngo success is a planned accuracy. Kurango muntu wajya kuba kurungi wanayo kietegekiri. So you have to plan. Omukasta soktu arenda kukimiezi mwenda ukaika kuzaro gamba kantere member parliament. Honorable mukazi wange najja kuzara. I need 20,000 for gloves. That's not real. It's not really acceptable. But otherwise abaliza witu abarungi. Nyina kunihira nti arohembaganiza muhereza wa Kyegegwa General Hospital kusikira hatuwatandikire nyuma. Otherwise abaliza abarungi muri bo bugabe kutera amasimu no kusoborora abantu banu bike bugena maiso muyangalite Uganda. Mwebale mono.
Okay, I'm going to allow only 10 phone ins and then read the message, then we wind up because these people also have to go and rest for tomorrow's program. Hello.
Hello.
Tata. Good evening, how are you?
Because we are sitting at the headquarters, most of the majority are old people who don't kind of people
are they past retirement? You call them old?
Not yet, they are not so old, but there is need to mentor the younger ones because they need experience.
Okay.
Because you go to apply, they ask us for your experience, and you have never given me a chance to work in that office. So there is a need for that they use. Because we remember the lady and the great job they use. We need to also get the thing for how can we say that this person helps the youth in which way I would acquire the skills from the guys.
Okay.
They can work as also messengers in those big offices. We want them to be recruited.
Thank you, brother. Hello.
Hello.
Tata.
Yeah, money.
Waitu.
Obula ambassador wa Chika. Enda kuvuza hiki jogo mpao kalifundisho. Unasema kalifundisho. Kana wena mushanguka polisi bakugamba polisi bone naye mushakanta za kubona bapu ya kene twari kumwe mule yeza ngankare.
Kale kajagarukemu. Police bond that is for free, but they ask them for some token. Hello. Ego.
Omwana wa Central. Nyoni sima Tom Bright. No kutuletera umupinga wa IGG.
Ndio.
Deni bakatombekera hano kitebe za Dr. Dick.
Bakazibombekera isomeroki.
Primary school.
Chikuba? Okay.
Ati etiranyenda kukakuza bikakuzo byange bibiri.
Kyokubanza.
Dr. Deep ni kimanyisaki. Abo kwa abantu barukwana Deep ne bagamba mu Dr. Umwitaka. Eto kimwe. Eta kabiri. Nibakonyera gavumenti rundi n'abantu kakuba twetabo mu bintu ebyo nibasobora kutukonyera.
Kale.
Aka kakuzo nakakaruleta honorable wiki tomugai.
Kale hajja kugarukamu. Okay. Network Gerard Correra is on social media. Fighting against corruption is something very difficult in Uganda now, because when big people in government are found corrupt, there is nothing done on them. So fighting against it starts with me and you. Okay. Hello. Tata. Chairman Katente Market ibara lyawe Paulo. Yego. Bakabazingahi? Rukaga na 5. Hakachiko oriho.
Hakachiko ntayimana wakatari. Hakachiko ka purpose ka drumurmo.
Yego.
Bendo kuma kikalicha kare.
Kale ubalinde baja kwija.
Abo kubatire sinto kisuzo na zone za KYEGEGWA kandi. Akatari nko mwenzura akatari katari bazamu kwegeza pera mu abanza.
Ko bakabakwasize mutandikira mukakoramu. Ninga bakiriyo ni bakora no banikatonya konkani bakora.
Ukamugambira akakureba bakamusongora ishati.
Kale nibayiza kwizanya nchakare. Kale. Okay, it's the same market where they are called, is the chairperson of the market and is part of the procurement. Okay. Hello. Tata. Naikuliriza.
Only bazita tedo kasavara. Netsima mune tongole ya kadipiko kuletera. Bike tukaba mama ko kitongole cha bide miti minyasi amna kichetu.
Echa Dr. Deep.
Etukurigenzi izira na kumo. Etukore vitu kusenta kukulala miti kusana kujara. No kuombera twakora kamba tugamba tukora 15 per day. Baitu mukumalira 15 no wasafira wiki. Tasura 10 ne batugamba mbu reserve tasbatera savings yaitu. Baitu nkaito abakozi tutwine umuntu yagira mu group yaitu mweka account yake bakusevinga sente zaitu. Urugani tumara kukora na saha zino. Babu baitu babo tebakajira kutuganda savings yite ginegende eta watu kifuna tuta.
Mucyariyo na saha zino murorere miti.
Emiti na atu bambo amasiba tugambira ngo emiti gyo kumagibya kumbira tuzoni yokubanza. Nebachukwa bakamazwa kisaka bana bibagibyali. Atitu nkaito abakozi kutoa amazire kubachukwa bale bakamabayo. Ito savings yitu yekitu kisaturwa tuta.
Kale kabaije bagarukemu. So, okay, Rodney take charge of that. It is still Dr. Deep. They were paid 5,500, the agreement, but later on the 1,500 was meant for their savings, but they have no claim on the savings. So abaiuliza amazima gali muleke tubalire tekani zenu amasimu maingi abayitu abakuru bano mbetaga kugenda kuhumura kandi abo butumwa buno bwonka. Last caller tata
webale program
naikuliriza
no kubungisa abagenya aba studio oni yasini kichwamba
ego yasini
hata mtatemani
waitu
kale proportional kurangereza hagati hamasemo kwa twetombe ni kimanya program ya corruption ningoza kaguza abantu abakora abanyakuri mu irwaro abakora mu irwaro abo kuba nsonga ya tiete giyo kizibu cyamara hano kiyegeko
otyo
abakobwa kusaba mukazi kumuzana akamuteka musiyeta buli muntu bainengere bamugamba leta emitwaro 25 leta 3 leta 15 oyo saba abantu bakuru babo baterurize bacondoze musiyeta kiki ekikuburamu ekibatabira sente zo okurakyajyamu kwite tume ba praise yabo batuludingire ebintu babiteeka mu siyeta nuko omuntu okujja kusemezebwa amanye ngu ebintu byona birimu titumanyire sente ziba zaani
kale
emitwaro 2 emitwaro 3
kale
yasini kichwambo
okay yasini kichwambo mulizo munongo nyikirize tenkwijja kwongera kukwata semu kandi otagira nge sombe nagihaho. Thank you for the initiative by IGG to reach out to communities to get feedback for betterment of government projects. Nagani saba Dr. Deep otukonyere ekisaru kya Kirenga kisoira okitinda amaizi gaijura omurugudo amaizi nigahika omuntu omukifuba kandi Dr. Deep ina project omuli kisoira Paris ezamani wetege a project mutujune amaizi amaizi gabali kubi mu rugudo. Okay, chenjojo kyegegwa kujyayo na talibaniza. Okay, onagambire webale omutekanza program amabara ni nyowe aino mugisa Ronald Kichedo nyowe ni mpicha okusima kwange kitongole cha Dr. Deep chaitu itu abakozire kubyale emiti. I think niye robero barabere mutire nesimu bayirotire nesimu nibenda ezo kusemeza omukazi emitwaro 2. Okay. Okay, so munyikiriza amazima gali abakuru bano leka abantu kule habwakayire katutwara obudakika bono munyikirize na messages inzirekeyo tusobola kuba tumalire entekaniza eno. Roden
webare munonga kantanikire wabuza Dr. Deep niki wabuza Dr. Deep na abbreviation ya development response to displacement impacts project. Ni project under World Bank bali yakutondekera amashomero bakutondekera marwaro KYEGEGWA mingi na nengute zimwe wabuza ekyo so answer ni ekyo. Then wabuza akintu kya police bond ekabe free kokana bagishashura ati toino kushashura police bond. It is actually free. What police has actually done, if you go to most police stations, I even put posters. Police bond is actually free. So do not pay for police bond. If they ask you for money for police bond, we'll leave you with our contact. Please contact us. For us, we have means of being sure that your relative or friend is released from police without you paying any money. Do we work for private or government? At your office, you inspector of government, strictly where government has interest. Here private matter, warwana nogu, omuchara wogi nechi yakoro omuchara wa otakabirito wa office yachi wakarishorisho. Konkabi basente za government. Bakushaba sente wamada kuza district. Project baji implementing ngeri babe no kujipu implementing government project ijo wa office yachi wakalisho. So strictly we handle government business, not private business. Katete market I think has come up a number of times, and we've picked interest in Katete market. It's one of the things we will actually look at even tomorrow or even after tomorrow. We have a team that is still here. We are going to investigate that matter to understand. And it is important that after understanding what has happened, what is there, we need to communicate. Because also when we are trying to investigate what could have happened, we need to look at the bills of quantities, we look at the cost of the project, and understand what was supposed to be done and what is now on ground. Then we need to know how far have they actually gone. Because if the contractor, let's say, has handed over the project and there is no project as actually our complainants are saying, then we'll need to look into that further to understand what exactly could have happened. Then the issue of, I think, bribery at the General Hospital has come up a number of times, whereas Honorable has raised some, he told us what could be happening. It is something that we've also picked in interest. We'll still leave you with our contact. Please contact us if they ask you for that 200,000, especially if someone is saying, first pay for me to offer this service. It's different from saying, gurahariya gloves. It's more or less of extortion. So if someone wants to extort from you money, please, send it you will know for us we'll see how to get that one, because most of the time you'll find that there are about 2 people or 3 that actually spoiling the whole, that are disorganizing the whole entire hospital. Because what has been coming up is theater, and we've taken keen interest in that. What else? Hinowa Gambar Guto once again, Kisoro KYEGEGWA, there is a road. I think Honorable take interest in that, because unfortunately during this period, government cannot make roads, unfortunately, because if you worked on a road today, if you graded a road today, and it rains out, it is raining, within a week, it will be washed away, unfortunately. So it's preferably we usually work on roads during the sunny season.
So do such a people be cut off from access?
No, of course, what usually happens, there are mechanisms put in place to make sure that for now they're able to move. If the drainage has like a problem, they work on the drainage for now, but working on the road fully might not be possible for now. So if there's a problem with the drainage, I think you can raise it with the district officials, so that now they work on the drainage for people to have way. Some temporary works can be done for now, for it to ease, so that people are able to move. Okay, I think that is it from me.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think, Roden, for the interest of time, you can even make your conclusive remarks, you give your contact, and then say bye to the listener.
Thank you, Bright, once again. As I conclude, if you have an issue where they've asked you for money, please, you gather some basic evidence in terms of recording phone calls, in terms of if you're sending money to someone, send it using mobile money. For us, we'll have means of tracking that money and arresting that person. Then I would like to urge our listeners, please report corruption. If you have an issue, please report. Because before we came here, we tried to analyze the corruption trends in KYEGEGWA. And we've noticed that we have very few complaints actually from KYEGEGWA. We don't know whether it is because of the distance from KYEGEGWA to Fort Portal. We are yet to establish that. But as of today, under the anti-corruption component, we only have about 7 complaints from KYEGEGWA out of the 150 complaints that we are handling. So, but I'll leave you with my contact. My contacts, my name is Rodney Ahabwe. You can reach me on 0703 75. Then we have an office line. I can first repeat that, my personal number, 0703 75 26 95. Then the office line is 0483 42 53 16. You can also visit us at our Fort Portal Regional Office next to Bukwali Church of Uganda.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rodney. Wikitinisa anaiwe bomba overara kemo mkuru. Let's get to the doctor, and then you'll make conclusive remarks as the host. Yeah, Doctor.
To be patriotic and vigilant in the fight against corruption, Do not leave it to only the institutions. Play your part so that we can save money in order to build our nation. The country loses close to 10 trillion in corruption, both overt and covert corruption per year. And it's a significant amount of money which can be used back in our local areas to change the lives of the people. I would like to call upon all citizens listening to us this evening to join the war against corruption, because they are the victims of corruption. Be the Inspector General in your different spaces. Let us have ownership of all government projects and programs. Let us know how PDM, how USMID, and others are going on in the district, because when this money is squandered, then we are the ones to lose. It's the government to lose. It's the citizen to lose. Let us get information regarding these programs. Let us be keen on monitoring these programs, because these programs are put in place to better our lives, to improve on our livelihoods, and to make a significant change in the growth and development of this country. Let's be vigilant on demanding for accountability from our leaders. Report cases of corruption to the Inspectorate of Government. Let us hate and shun corruption and be the change that we want to see in our country by being ambassadors of integrity wherever we go. Thank you very much and have a good evening. May God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much, Dr. Patricia, for your time. Wekitindisa anaiwe enomalira bumbe ebe no gambira abantu nyencha nbaha bakwetagisibwayo bundo inemu abanda bakwetagisibwayo baba nomba mara.
Tekanza program nyenda kutwara omugisa gunu kusima ofisi ya Kalisoliso rundi ofisi ya IGG kuranti mugihire Kampala mwagireta KYEGEGWA ne ya Fort Portrait yeja KYEGEGWA. I really want to thank you, Dr. Patricia. I think before you leave we shall give you a pet name, Akiki. That will be will match better with your names. Dr. Patricia Akiki.
Upon preparing a meal.
So we shall prepare the special meal, traditional meal. Yes, so that you can also bond with us more as Watoro culture. But in a special way, allow me to thank you. Nyenda kusima. Thank you so much for your time, even for accepting spend a night in KYEGEGWA. Awakuwa nacho chukuru muno. Awakuwa would say, now I'm done. Let me go to Fort Portrait. Let me go to Kampala. But to at least wagamba no. Kandale mu KYEGEGWA. Nkiole kanti KYEGEGWA neraza abantu abebitinisa. Abantu arugonza Uganda. Kana kuole kanti arobu sing. So ito kabanya KYEGEGWA na monomonti ito wankabantu wachiaka Central. Stuwaro mugisa kuru anti tureize abakuru kuruga mu government abakalisoliso kulinguriza biki bukoro ya government. Hauliza waitu abarongi nyenda kutwara mukisa gunu kuongera kwa sima onyakutira amasimu mwahereza messages mwahuliza program mweni yona kandi mwahayo okutesa kwanyu no bavuzi bwanyu. Nyina kunira anti tuine bitugoboroiremo kandi twatunga kuba naitwe no businguzi ngunaiwe na nyowe tuine omulimo gutsemeriye gukora kuyambe kitongole kinu gukora kurungi. Bugabe bwawe nkaiwe na nyowe kubatere esimu kubamanyisa nuko naitu tukasobora kumanya nti for sure obujunanzibwa bwawe nesimu yayo ratera neja kuleta obuherezo burungi omukichweka kya KYEGEGWA neleta obuherezo burungi omu Uganda yona kurwanisa obuli bwenguzi. Nyenda kusaba okitensa Rodin nti olira abantu kusaba kwabo kwa suggestion box, which means baina bingi bakwenda kubaza ero mbatina obwisoiso timanyire mu rutoro. I think ni bwisoiso batina kuba kitanduga abatoro we are very polite. We don't, even if you see someone is going to fall down, don't me I saw after falling down, that's when you make a comment. Nyonka kirora akanaja kugwa in a very humble way, whereas someone has lost his leg. So that's how Behatoro we behave. But now we want to change the trend. If you have seen a problem, talk about a problem. We find a solution. Now, for example, like that road, you hear the road, everybody's talking that the road is bad, the road is bad. They saw it in the beginning. The man walked halfway, the Prime Minister came, and everybody was there. We were all mad, all the leaders were mad, but everybody's like, kitakoraki, kitandugao. So in the end, ito abebembezi, mbagamba katubalindira hakaruru mukabox, tujja kumongera karuru. Whereas bambi nyowe nyina karuru kamu, kananyira kiryange lisokuta ikahona, baito agakwatanize hamo, niga kwatigufu. So in another way, the whistleblowers about KYEGEGWA, You have had the Brito FM ekeresi abantu, the management and the team, chairman na Dr. Wakaruru na manager wa studio wa radio Munyorokash ni wagamba nti radio Brito FM, it's a whistleblower. They sit here on the radio and talk about things which takes place. Then in the end, wagamba abo Britain wabatumiri. The blame goes back to me as the owner of the radio and the member of parliament of this area. So they start arguing that, you see, Bright is using his boys to start tarnishing our names. But sometimes we are not saying it in a bad way. Neto nchikora gama nguleka tutungo buherezo bukozereki. Obuikire. Nuko abantu basole gobora mukanda bakegonza munsi yabo Uganda. But you have had people calling you tomorrow kugenda Katente. Dr. Patricia and the Rodney and the team, I humbly request you, before you leave tomorrow, at least start with Katente market. I know we can even put special announcements, even if now no kwa nimbaza sazinu. Abauliza wetu wali chairperson atire wakatali, chairperson situ ya tero wakatente, na abantu abatuze wa mkatale baatera. So why don't we give them a chance? Since it's just on the tarmac road here. We drive there tomorrow, before we go for the district meetings, even the district leadership bona bakiura obaraba soboira bakubayo manyimaya bagekisobora babeho barole orole nayo na misogao. We may not judge, but at least we can see what is on ground. Habuko mtu agama milioni rukaga na, I don't know the figure, but ogama milioni rukaga na, me I'm a businessman, I would tell you the truth is zero. Habuko nanyi ni manyo bekuzimpa ni soko kuombeka katala kakusingana kakozereki na kanyakuro. So in principle tingwenda kujajinga timanyira actual money which was given. I don't know the BOQs, I don't know the designs, but tuleka tuikeo turole. By the time we go to ask for the designs and the BOQs and the amount of money given or spent, we know what is on ground. I humbly request tomorrow leka moikeo morolo wundi kya kutuyambao. Habuko na itu ina mkwe murugunya kwa itu ngwa katala ako. Kali kasemini no kuombe kwa mutaoni KYEGEGWA. The market was supposed to be built here. Nko kokura ka kitugum, akampanga market, na itu walisemini kwa na katala ako hano in the middle of the town. We are wondering why it's not here, Mutauni Council, in the middle of the town. How can hayo the town to grow and also kurangu ekichweka chetu agena maiso moningo kutariku mnagumu. Baitu nyenda kusima for considering KYEGEGWA. Nyenda kusima for giving us your time. I want to thank you and pray may God keep you longer and serve this Uganda. Together we can make a difference, because corruption is between me and you. Kanda abantu baja kutujunana if we don't perform and do our program better and follow up government projects, because the blame will come back to me and you as leaders of this nation. Nimbasima mwebare kimu, moderator webale muno, ninsimira kimu ntaina ugarukiro. Ye nimbasaba, these wake-up calls should be continuous. These shows and programs, maybe somewhere, tuinekishake kitukwegam, abantu na magama ngo, after 6 months, there is a team which is coming in. These talk shows can also give you more information which you may not get. Maybe your budget needs to be adjusted. That is a parliamentary level. If it needs to be adjusted, we shall think about it. At least talk shows, engagement with the local people. Chikuru muno, kuro muntu wetu wabulikiro. Yatungo mugisa go kutere simu. Yatungo mugisa go kumanya kike chigena maiso. Obuni naiwe na nyowe so kutangira obuli bwenguzi omunsi yetu Uganda. Na muno omuKYEGEGWA district no mu Uganda yona. Mwebale muno mukama bampero mugisa murale kurungi mugorobe.
Okay, webale muno owekitirisa Atom Bright Amoti kandi webale muno mkuru Rodney webale Dr. Patricia for sparing your time. Omunizo murunge esimu ya IGG office ya Fort Portal eyo mungaro eyo mkuru Rodney 0 nsanje na 5 abiri na mukaga 95 0 nsanje na 5 abiri na mukaga 95 nobaza mkuru Rodney ali mu office ya Fort Portal ya IGG. Then bokutera ya office wokutamterire werundo kasange yetaro yo mungaro atera ya office mu bwiro bwa office no bumanya ebire byo koramu nesazo koramu tagitera sazinu busaya kwija kuyamba 0 ana na 2 5 na 3 10 na mukaga 0 8 3 ana na 2 5316 ojja kuba no batunga kandi abantu bakatente omukuru w'ekitinisa Tom yabatera yiraka abakuru nkizoka bayikiriza kusigikira kunarora the first impression from Dr. Patricia as if she has accepted to make a call at Katente Market tomorrow before the official program as twice is in KYEGEGWA. I think tomorrow they will jet in there in Katente to ascertain what the callers have been saying, and being nearer they can reach there and ascertain and verify. Onyikirize nkusimu webale kuborobase naitwe kandi tangatanga no bwiro bonde abanyakubayira hamikutu yaitu ntubasima muno ababrito radio chairman Aterwa Karuro anyakutungira mugisa gono mugorobe.
Chairman
Waito
Chairman natunga kumanyisima ngo bayikirize kugenda Katente saa 3 za nyechakara. Ni kusaba ba chairpersons abakatale na abakatala bakama bako mubeo batasanga hibiju kuonka atarobantu nibasaba murabya karangu kabrito pefe webalemo
so abakatente mwaliamo ekire cyanyenja saa 3 abakuru banu bajya kubanza owanyu babatangatangane emusobolo kubana mugire mwahanuraho no kuboleka engera akatala ako bakombekeremo ekino ekitebe ekitongole kibagambira nchikujunanizibo barasange mukubaza amazima bo majya kutandikiraho they will pick interest. They may not give you a solution tomorrow. Abandi musakurara mwabetereza ati omba bayizira nyenja nangwa. They will come to ascertain, and then if they pick interest in your claim, they will take it up. Tikugamba everything that is reported on ngubagitwara nchabani mwana complaining. Why is it that when we hear cases of corruption involving government officials you release them? No, they told you there must be empirical and vivid evidence. Abakatente nyencha asaha 3 leka tangatangane mutekeneza zindi mugorobe.